Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Gank That Drank, a supernatural drinking game podcast. Want to skip those ads and get early access? Become a member at truestory.fm/join and discover all the other great perks that come with it. Hello and welcome to Gank That Drank, the supernatural drinking game podcast. It's the podcast where we watch episodes of Supernatural, we make up drinking games for those episodes, we recap them for you, we tell you how the drinking game rules played out, and then we tell you what's up for the next episode. That's the whole package.
That is the rundown, the syllabus, the treatise, if you will, of what we do here
At Gank That Drank.
At Gank That Drank.
But who's that getting ready to get his gank and drank on?
Oh, this is Nate McWhortor, a performer and teacher at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in downtown Mesa, Arizona, and who did our wonderful intro as always over there.
Why, it's Krissy Lenz, one of the directors and also a performer at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in downtown Mesa, Arizona.
Jackie Daytona from Tucson,
one of my
Arizona.
Favorites.
But what about the girls' volleyball team?
Yes, one of my favorite episodes. We're, of course, referring to What We Do in the Shadows.
Which is not this show.
Which is not this show.
I was just recently at the Omaha Zoo.
Okay.
And it's a fantastic zoo. Absolutely fantastic zoo. And one of the parts they have is like this like rainforest, basically, like this jungle that you like walk through. And it's like all enclosed in a building, but like you're walking through it. Well, for whatever reason on this day, and part of the reason was they had just put out all their food, they have like just a ton of bats, like flying foxes, like the big bats.
Oh, wow.
And like they were just flying all over and going crazy. We basically were like running through the thing, running away from them as they flew at us. And we're like guarding the entrance to every little cave that you came across. Is the only way you could get out was through all these little caves, and then they're there right there, and then they're like dropping food on us, and they're pooping on us, and
wow,
yeah, no, it was
you got pooped on.
I got pooped on by a bat, so of course I bought a stuffed bat.
Now you have rabies.
I would assume they know all of them don't have rabies if they're gonna just let them fly around the people
and poop on people.
But I did buy a stuffed bat for my niece.
Oh, how sweet!
And then yesterday when I gave it to her, I was trying to get her to say bat.
Bat.
Just bat. Anyway, so that's lovely. My quick bat story. We're kind of talking about, not really talking about bats. The supernatural vamps are not bat-like in any way, like in some other lore. But we are talking vamps a little bit tonight.
We are. This is a Nate episode.
It is, which means Nate should have put his notebook somewhere near him. Oh, it fell on the floor. It is Krissy.
Scoop up that notebook.
I got the notebook. We're doing season 10, episode 8, not 13, as I had said on our last episode mistakenly. I am getting old. Also, when you do a drinking game show,
so old.
When you do a drinking game show, sometimes maybe you just write the wrong number on your paper. Season 10, episode 8. Is called Hibbing 911. This stars two of our favorite guest stars.
Yeah.
And two of our favorite guest characters. That's Kim Rhodes as Sheriff Jody Mills, and Briana Buckmaster as Donna Hanscum. I'm very excited to get into it, Krissy. And excellent. We will go over the rules thusly.
Okay, hit me.
Someone dies. Take a drink. And as I say it, I like realize I did not count like the last 3 people that died.
Oh, I probably didn't either.
Marking things because I think I remember. Okay. And then I love when it happens. All right. Next rule is Doug is a douche.
Doug is a douche.
Doug
Take a
is a
drink.
douche, yeah. Anytime we get a Donnaism or some sort of like pun, Donna makes a pun, reads a pun, says a pun, whatever. Take a drink.
Yep.
Taking a drink for our BM scenes.
Yep.
Take a drink for
Boy
anytime.
melodrama is
Oh,
what that
sorry,
stands for.
sorry, man. If this is your first show and you just heard us say BM scene, you'd be like, I don't remember a thing where they all poop together, but they weren't at the Omaha Zoo with a bunch of bats, now were they? So,
Nope.
uh, anytime we hear the boys' agent names, take a drink.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a drink for when we got to do the talk.
Yeah, the talk.
Take a drink for anytime someone says, I would probably curb it at just sheriff with a name behind it. But if you just want to do every time the word sheriff gets said, it's not like too
I
much more
did.
than that. But
I did every time someone said sheriff or sheriffs.
yeah, same. I would probably, if you want to curb it a little bit, so you're not drinking as much, maybe just go with like sheriff blank. Anytime it's like sheriff with a
Mm-hmm.
name after it. Anyway, and then take a drink for any time we get a decapitation.
Yeah, them heads roll.
Let the good heads roll. Oh, that didn't work. But we tried it anyway.
We try things here on Gank That Drank. It's what we're known for. We try things, we gank drinks, we make burping sounds and
That's
drinking
right.
sounds and
That's
sorry.
right.
We're sorry.
So sorry. All right. Krissy, are you ready to get into this episode?
I am ready.
All right. We don't get any then in this episode.
No then.
No then in this episode. Just straight up a guy doing little graffiti, and then he gets splattered, eaten. It's totally eaten.
Yep.
And it's like a weird like fun like sometimes they just give the art department fun things to do on a cold open, and this is one of them, like the blood splatters, and then it's like the graffiti, but it's the guy's blood instead of what he was doing the graffiti with. Anyway, and then we cut to Sheriff Jody Mills. She's rolling into a sheriff's retreat in Hibbing, Minnesota, which is where the murder that we saw in the beginning take place.
Yep.
She's on the phone with Alex back home, telling her she's pretty sure she can trust her not to throw a kegger, and she apparently says, "You have so much faith in me." Jody walks in, and who is at the greeting desk? But our friend Donna Hanscum from a previous episode.
Yay.
The episode with the pistacos, which we have done on this show.
Mm-hmm.
And so she gets in, and of course Donna is herself. She's offering her a sucker and all this, and Jody's being her usual curt kind of self, just saying, yeah, sheriff made me come to this, even though I got a pile of work and a kid back home, and but you go, and yeah, obviously first interaction between these two, and then this kind of goes how you would expect.
Yeah.
And then Doug walks up, and Doug right away being a douche.
Right away. Right out of the gate.
Right out
He's
of the
being
gate.
the biggest douche.
Hey, you're looking great. Oh, like, all right, douche. And then she's like, yeah, I lost 6 pounds. Oh, a quarter of the way there. What a douche. Just absolute. I hate this guy. I almost surprised they even like put this character in the show, because like
Yeah.
It's just gross, and I almost feel like
Mhm.
unnecessary. I don't know. I like the arc that we end up having with Donna as a character, obviously, but like, boy, um, yeah. So he and Jody is even is definitely taken aback by this as well. She's like, "What?" And she's like, "Hey," he's like, "Ah, this is my ex husband." Like, no, no worries, because yeah, obviously Jody's perspective, maybe she has no idea who this guy is, and he's just saying these
Right.
things to her like, ugh, ugh, how
Mhm.
terrible that must be. So they get to the Sheriff Hughes, who is the Hibbing sheriff who's hosting the shindig, uh, which is played by, I had the name right in front of me. Where did it go?
He's like he's like a discount Mark
Mark
Ruffalo.
Ruffalo? Yes.
Yeah.
Fred Yuan, I could not pronounce that last name. Ewanuick. Yeah. Well, discount Mark Ruffalo is what we're gonna go with. Uh,
Yeah, he's like a dollar store Mark Ruffalo's dad.
yeah. Forgot to mention at the top, Krissy, by the way, this aired on December 2nd, 2014. Written by Jenny Klein and Phil Segresha and directed by Tim Andrew. Uh, Forgot to mention that at the top, like we do most of the time. Yeah, the sheriff's up there and he's like real nervous, and he's saying like, this year we're gonna do something new. We're gonna do a buddy system, and you can just hear and like this. So this conference, Krissy, is like it's like the Dakotas and Minnesota
Mhm.
sheriff's retreat, but it seems like they're all
Yeah.
from like little small towns, right? There's no like Minneapolis. There's no like, it's like supposed to be like rural, like along the Minnesota border, along the Dakotas. Like I think that's like what it's supposed to be.
Like small
And
town
right,
sheriffs. Yeah.
small town sheriffs. So they're all in this room, and like these guys are just like rolling their eyes at the sheriff, who's like real nervous, and his phone goes off, and it's like a police siren, and um, is pretty funny. So they break up the general first welcome meeting, and Jody just happens to be standing there when Donna's like, "Oh, you need a partner?" And she's like, "Yep." She looks like I do, except she didn't say that. She's like, "You got one now." She just invites her to be
Yeah.
Jody's partner. Um, and they're staring at the board of all the programs, which have a bunch of puns.
Yeah.
Prepare
Lots of
for a
puns.
riot. Why not try it? Which again, I'm like, the little small towns where they're having riot programming. Um, but obviously, we just went for the pun. Was it Cops versus Winter? The snow must go on, or something
Yep.
like that. Yeah. So getting a kick out of those. She like, I love that Donna knows like all the other sheriffs. It's pretty funny too. Like every other one that walks up, she's like, "Oh hey Steve, oh hey Glenn." Um,
Yeah. Donna's just one of those people that like remembers people.
yeah, for sure. So as we're standing there at the board, this guy that Donna knows goes, "Did you guys hear about the dead body last night?" "Yeah, I heard they eat everything, but whatever it was, animal attack, ate everything but the peach pit. No claw marks, no nothing. Everybody's stumped." Like, thanks to
Mhm.
that information guy we'll never talk to again this episode, who
Yep.
somehow has inside information, but we don't ever go back to during this episode for some reason. Well, then we just couldn't afford him anyway. So this like perks up both Donna and Jody's ears, and they're like, "Huh." So Jody goes out and calls the boys who are sitting and researching how to get rid of the mark of Cain off of
Yeah, they're just
Dean's arm.
researching.
And like Dean's like, "These eggheads have like," he says something, yeah, something probably wouldn't fly anyway today, I think. It was like
Yeah.
transgender something
Werewolves.
werewolves, but they don't have anything on the oldest mark known to man.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, they're sitting there, and Jody calls, and she goes, "I got a thing. It might not be your thing, but it might be your thing." And they're like, "Yeah, we can come over and do it if you want." She's like, "No, I got it. If it comes to anything I can't handle, I'll call you guys." Well, Dean puts on the puppy dog eyes for Sam because he's like, "I'm tired of being cooped up here, and I just want to go to do. I just want to have a hunt. I just want to hunt something and feel normal
Mm-hmm.
and
He's
go."
restless.
Yeah, he's restless. So off the boys are probably bound. Off the boys are bound for Hibbing. But before they can get there, we get a scene where, for some reason, two New Yorkers have moved to Hibbing, Minnesota, because this woman yells at a man taking the trash out, "Howie, don't smoke your cigarettes!" He goes, "Just
Yeah.
watch your top model." They're like thick East Coast accents, but supposedly in Hibbing, Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, yeah, there's no cigarettes, and then he goes and takes the trash out, and then there's something in the trash, and he's got to look in it, because why would you look in the scary dumpster at night? Why? Like, everyone does that, right? That's always a good idea. And he gets eaten. He
He
gets
gets ate.
munched. So
Ate
we
all up.
take a drink because someone dies. Oh yeah, we had the whole scene with the scene. Jody didn't know that Dean was back from his
Where
sabbat. I forget wherever
his
he goes to get the mark of Cain.
Yeah. He would like disappeared for a little while.
Yeah, he just disappears. Uh, so we get this great scene then where Jody's gonna go to the morgue and snoop around and see if she can look at the body, but the person at the morgue is like, "No, you don't work here. You can't." And then
Yeah. I don't
uh,
know you.
yeah, I don't know you. So like, whenever you're someone who works in this town, then you can come look at the body,
Mm-hmm.
which makes sense. That's good on her. She's the only sane person in this whole freaking episode. Donna comes around and is like, "Oh, hey, girl," like, because she's from this town. She's moved away, but she's from Hibbing, so like, she knows everybody. She's like, "Oh, hey, how's the kids? They're jerks, but I love them. Oh, hey, you think I could look at that body? Of course. What's the deal? What's her deal? Oh, I think she left her manners back in Sioux Falls. Uh, uh,
Yeah, nice burn, Donna.
Take Donna Burn, take a drink." Um, and they schmooze their way to looking at the body. Uh, Jody wants to look at the personal effects, notices that the belt is missing, and this guy was huge. She's like, these pants stayed up without the belt. Where's the belt? I don't know. Mysteries abound, and yeah, I just like that whole scene. I like the whole thing that Donna's able to come in and she's the one smooth talking, even though Jody is the one who knows like kind of what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good like fun
Yeah.
little juxtaposition there.
Jody is like so unfair to Donna at the beginning of this, I feel.
Oh yeah,
Like
like
she's
super mean.
annoyed by her, yeah, and like mean girling her, and like all through the episode she's like mean girling her, and it's like, be cool, Jody
But
Mills.
I think it is. I think it does. It's more trying to speak to the differences in them as people. Like Jody is very much a no nonsense. Like skip the pleasantries. We're business, and that's it. And Donna's very much the opposite. So I feel like it is like their intention. She is mean, but it's the way you're gonna get the clash, the personality clash across the best.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
would
I hear
say.
you. I
Um,
hear you. It
but
just
she
like it
is
just
very
rubbed
much
me the
like,
wrong way.
yeah, it definitely does. So they're, um, yeah, I think they're at then like a bar. Yeah, they're then at a bar, enjoying. It's like whatever first night fiesta of the sheriff's retreat, and Doug is being a douche, dancing with one of the sheriffs or deputies for one of the other sheriffs, and Donna's looking at it. I used to put cans in his cart, and we get a
Yeah,
good.
I love that saying.
I used to put the cans in his cart.
Yep.
because they're doing like the cheesiest dances, and they look so terrible. And she looks jealous out there. She looks longingly like she wants to be out there. It's like, and Jody's like, why? He seems like kind of a dick. She's like, yeah, well, he used to be my dick, and like now I don't have that, and and so it's this little mini BM scene that we get between the two that is going to lead into the next scene, which is I just counted it all as kind of one BM scene, because when they both go, they both learn that there's right. This is where they learn of the new dead body.
Right.
Yeah, they learn of the new dead body by kind of getting it out of the sheriff and his like cronies who are like, we need your help with the raffle, and they're like, oh nope, there's a second body, and it's like, just try to enjoy, and yeah, he's like, just try to enjoy yourself. We got to figure it out. Animal control will be on it. Like, they're trying to just like reassure them everything is fine. And Donna had gone to the bathroom. Jody went out to the car and was going to leave, but then got talking to Alex on the phone and was like, do I hear firecrackers? Why do I hear firecrackers? And then Donna's right there, and she's like, oh, maybe your life isn't so peaches and cream either. And she's like, I never said it was.
Yeah.
I just got this teenage girl who's kind of a dick. Yeah. So like good, they get a good BM scene in here. A lady BM scene here. With them just like, yeah, maybe we each have our own things. And I love Donna's like, so dead bodies, what should she say, dead bodies, a jerk ex-husband, an out of control teen. You want to get blingoed on the mini bar and watch TV? And she says no, and I'm like, that would have been so much fun. You totally should have.
I know, that's what I mean. Is like Jody is being so hard on Donna, and Donna is just like constantly like reaching out a hand.
Yeah, just like wants to be her friend. I totally I just realized I skipped over the very brief interaction Jody has at the very beginning of the episode with the vagrant child who ends up coming back at the end, but whatever, we'll get to that when we get to it. So the boys roll in the next day to the sheriff's meeting, and so the boys roll in and they see Donna they see Jody right away, and Jody's like, I told you I could handle it. And they're like, yeah, well, there's your second body. We've already been down to the morgue. And everything is gone. Dean's, and then Jody's like, anything missing? And he's like, Dean's like, yeah, the wallet. So like, we got monsters that are robbing people. Hey Jody, you want sugar in your coffee? Jody rolls her eyes, like, who's that? And then all of a sudden the boys see who it is. They're like, wait, isn't that Donna? She's like, you know my stalker? I'm like, stalker? You guys got paired? Like, what? She's the only person who's talked to you the whole time you've been here.
Yeah, she's your friend.
Right. So the boys are like, distract her because she hasn't gotten mixed up in all the monsters stuff yet. So like, can you just distract her while we go on and keep investigating this deal?
But so Donna recognizes them too, and she's like, Agent Freely. She says their agent names. So take a drink. But like, they better hope that those are the IDs they brought.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, what are they? They just had to go with it, right? And then hope that no one asks to see the IDs that they brought, because there's no way they're still using those ID names. I don't know. It was Chris and Freely. Ace, I believe that's KISS members, right? No. Yes.
Yeah, Ace Freely.
Yeah, who just passed. So they, and I just love the interaction. Like, she's like, oh yeah, them trying to keep her out of it is just so funny to me. It's like, why do you think you suddenly see these guys? and then the FBI. And I love the interaction then they have with the locals, with the sheriff and his deputy, where they're like, "Oh, you guys are coming to arrest a bobcat from Hibbing," and they're having this fun, tense back and forth, which then leads to this great moment between Sam and Dean, because Dean gets so like, he's like, "Oh, look, the FBI, we don't do cute." And then Sam, when he's just the two of them, is like, "Can you be a little less defensive of your fake job?" It's like, "This badge means something." It seems like I made it at Kinko's.
I made it at Kinko's. And he's like, and
Dean's
that
like,
means
be
something.
proud of that.
Yeah.
It's such a good
It's a good
moment just
line.
thrown in here. I made it at Kinko's. Be proud of that. So Donna is being distracted by Jody, and we get this scene where I guess it's the gun expo or whatever, because she says, "Oh, I bet I hear they're packing a lot of heat in there." And then we get the super like misogynistic a-hole, another Doug, if you will.
Yeah, Doug
Um,
Jr.
who is like, "Oh, look at this gun, ladies. You can take it shopping. You can take it to get your nails done." Da, 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 da. And they're like, "Oh, yeah, what about this one?" He's like, "You think you can handle a big one?" And they rattle off all the stats about it. And this annoys me. They don't really get to like keep rubbing it in this mother trucker's face. They don't get to have their big mistake, huge, pretty woman moment,
Yeah.
because douchey Doug comes in. And while he then like kind of gives Donna like a backhanded compliment by saying like, "You better watch out," like she knows her guns, essentially. Like he says it in the grossest way. She's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Donna's like, "Thank you. Wolves are majestic creatures." And then Jody is not going to put up with it anymore. She flips out on Doug, calls him a douche. And then Doug is like, "Okay," and he goes to walk away. And now Donna's mad at Jody because she's like, "Why'd you do that? Like, yeah, we're divorced. What good is it gonna do if I tell him he's being an a-hole?" And Jody's like, "I'm just like trying to stick up for you because you're not sticking up for yourself, and like
Yeah.
no one should treat you that way." And then Donna's like, "Well, you don't know what it's like to lose a husband." And then like, oh, flashback city time for Jody, because she definitely
Flashback
does know what
City.
it's like to lose a husband. Donna, you don't know what it's like to watch your child eat your husband. At least you're just divorced tears, which might be worse anyway. Um, so the the boys were still off doing their thing. Um, okay, so yeah, they're doing the guns. I forget what the boys are doing at this time actually, other than just like research.
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what the boys are doing at this time. Um, Hold on, let me catch up on my notes because I just started free balling for a while there and I got behind on my notes. Yeah, because then we get the Doug moment, and then okay, so I guess it's just we cut to like Donna like walking around by herself having a moment, and that's when she comes across a little bit of blood, and she comes across then the Sheriff Goodhill, who was dancing with Doug the night before, is like dead on the ground, and there is Sheriff Cuse, the Hibbing sheriff, standing over her, and he's got fangs, he's got teeth. Oh no! Donna sees these, and then she like hides when he hears her, and she's starting to freak out. So she runs it back into the hotel with where the boys are with Jody, and she's like, "I need to talk to you alone, Sheriff Mills." So they send the boys away, even though like at this point she looks pretty freaked. I'd be like, I think whatever you could say in front of the FBI guys, but she doesn't. Um, she's like, "Okay, you ever think there might be something out there, something darker, something that doesn't end up in the police blotter?" And Jody's like, "Tell me everything." She's like, "I saw Sheriff Cuse, and he was standing over Sheriff Goodhill, who's dead and all bloody, and I saw teeth." And Jody's like, "You mean like a monster?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, you don't believe me, do you?" She's like, "No, I do, and those FBI guys are too." She's like, okay, well, I saw him go into room 304. And I'm like, you just sent the boys away like 2 minutes ago. You wouldn't just go run and catch them. She calls them and is like, room 304. It's the vampires, is Q's.
Mm-hmm.
So they break into 304. They are snooping around. He's got a ton of like suntan lotion. Donna's like, you think he was
Sunblock,
at the
yeah.
Copacabana? As well, the sunblock, and Jody's like, I'll explain it to you later. And then the door creaks open. They think it's gonna be, and Jody brandishes her machete, but it's just the boys. And Donna's freaked out, and now basically we have to give her the talk. So
Time for the talk.
time for the talk. Take a drink. We give her the talk. We don't really hear the talk. It's just alluded to, and then cut to back to Donna after, who says, "Heck, just heck."
Mm-hmm. Just heck.
Just heck. Um, so now we got to go kill some vamps. Luckily, Donna was able to scratch off an address from the notepad, which just happens to be a farm outside of town. And now the hunt is on, and like they're not gonna let Donna go, but then Jody vouches for her, like Hanscum's good, like we're gonna go. Oh yeah, they're like, listen, it's vamps are way more dangerous than the Johns you put away. Just more misogyny,
Yeah.
but just more like just this whole episode is just dudes being crappy, mostly to Donna. So the boys get to the farm and they look in, and there's Len, the sheriff, sitting in there. And we get the shot where we look away, and then we look back in, and he's not there. And then he pops up, and he goes, "Run!" And then the boys get clonked over the head, and everyone's taken captive by the little teen,
Waif.
hungry,
Little waif,
trampy
yeah.
vamp waif in the parking lot from the very beginning with Jody. And this is where then we get like our big Bond villain scene, big set piece here at the end, where it's revealed that Len has been a vamp the whole time, but he's on bag blood. But apparently he used to be the leader of some roving nest of vamps, some roving horde of vamps, and he taught them all to use every part of the body, which is why they steal one thing from people. I don't know.
Yeah, I was a little confused
I
about that.
didn't
And
get
why are
that.
they eating the whole body? They just need the blood. So, like, what are they using? Are they did they say they were selling the organs?
Maybe I don't know. The whole motivation of this group of vamps did not make sense to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
But I
so
thought she
everyone,
was a fun character.
yeah, she was kind of fun. Just the hippie vamp. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so everyone's tied up, and of course the hippie vamp is doing her Bond villain speech, giving everyone time to like figure a way out of their ropes and constraints. But unfortunately, Len does not make it because Len, she asked Len to like to kill these guys, come back to the fold, brother, be a good full fledged vamp like us, and he goes, kiss my ass, and then she decapitates him. Take a drink.
Yep. His
um,
head doth roll.
yep. And then just as she's about to attack, I don't even remember which one, Dean, um, Dean breaks through with the ropes, and then
They each find, I thought it was so funny, they each find a creative way to like Donna breaks her glasses in half and
right,
saws at the rope, and Dean of course has a
a
nail in a
nail.
post, which is a real Dean foreshadowing moment. And they're all like finding some way to cut through the rope, which is so silly.
And my axe and my
Yeah.
bow. Yeah. Um, and they cut through. So then vamp fight ensues. We get a couple off-screen decapitations. And then we get the great on-screen decapitation of Donna taking off the hippie vamp off her head, which is nice.
Yeah, it's really a good moment. I love it. Donna finally gets her due.
Yeah. So after that gets taken care of, we then get dueling BM scenes, both from the boys and from Donna and Jody. Donna saying, "Ever since I found out about monsters being real, the world just seems darker."
Mm-hmm.
And then Dean saying, "For the first time back there, I really felt like me. I felt like the mark wasn't driving me." So we get these good little BM scenes, and then it's in the car, into baby, and off we go to another episode.
Off we go to another
It's a
episode.
perfect. It's not quite a monster of the week because it obviously involves recurring characters, but like you could
Mm-hmm.
show this to anyone who'd never seen the show before, and I don't think they would really be missing anything at all.
Yeah, I love it. It's a great little boys light episode
Yeah,
where we get the Wayward Sisters.
yeah, that's where the Wayward Sisters are born.
And I love them. I love them both. And at the Supernatural convention, the two of them are just a force to be reckoned with, and they're delightful, and I love them.
Yes, and that is why I wanted to do this because it's two of our favorite recurring characters in an episode together. Again, like you said, Boys Light. I guess I've done 2 Boys Light episodes in a row now, but that was not
Oh, you're
intentional.
just all boys light. Yeah.
So, all right, Krissy, how did the rules play out?
Okay. Let's see. Someone dies. I think you reviewed your count and I did not review mine, but I got 3. I got 3 innocent people who
3
died.
innocent people, and then I guess there's probably 3 vamps on top of that.
Yeah. 3 or 4 vamps.
Yeah, 3 or 4 vamps. Doug is a douche.
I got 4.
I got 3 times.
Okay.
So you probably might have counted one. I probably just counted 1 or like as like 2 as 1 or something. Donnaisms or puns?
I got 14.
I got 13.
Right on. I
Right
just
in
counted
line.
1 extra.
Right in line there. Or I missed one. I got 4 BM scenes.
Right? Exactly right.
I got agent names 3 times.
That's exactly what I got.
Nice. We get to talk once.
Mm-hmm.
We got 3 decapitations.
3 decapitations. Yes.
And then the word sheriff or sheriffs. How many times, Krissy?
29.
Man, I got 24. I definitely missed a few.
We're close. We're close.
That was a lot. That was a lot. I should have just stuck with Sheriff blank. Like, it had to be Sheriff and name. That would have been
That would have
funny.
been so much harder to keep track of, though.
Yeah, it would have been. Then just listening for Sheriff, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which was still plenty to keep track of.
That was what I threw in because I felt like the rest of the game wasn't that good. So I was like, I'm just going to throw this in there.
I liked it. I thought it was a good game. I give it 4 out of 5 decapitated vampire heads.
Ooh, thanks. Yeah, I think I'd agree. 4 out of 5.
It was very good. All right. What is coming up next? That's the big question. What is coming up next? You know, I'm going through season by season, which puts me in season 3. And in season 3, what could I choose except my favorite episode of season 3, A Bad Day at Black Rock?
Heck yeah.
Which we did once at a live event at Phoenix Fan Fusion.
Oh, yeah.
But we did not, which was a killer live event. It was so much fun. And
One of the
we
most
had
fun times I've ever had doing anything at Comic-Con.
I agree. The audience was super involved and they were totally on board and they were ganking dranks and like we had them reenact the scene where Dean busts in and rescues Sam.
The reenactment is just such a favorite memory of mine.
Mine too. We got a couple that was dressed up as Dean and Sam.
And they were perfect. Like, they absolutely killed it. Yeah, I've never laughed so. In all the mashups and everything else we've ever done, I've never laughed so hard as we did that
They
day.
could not have been better. They were pitch perfect.
They were.
All right. So here are the rules for season 3, episode 3, A Bad Day at Black Rock. Someone says Sam Winchester must die. They mention the demon deal. They mention Dean's deal to go to hell for Sam. Someone says Dad. Take a drink every time the foot changes hands. Take a drink if someone says luck or lucky. Take a drink if someone says son of a bitch. Take a shot, double your drink, or finish your drink when Sammy says, I lost my shoe. And take a drink when Bobby says idiots. So that's it. Not too many rules.
Nice. Well, I'm excited to watch that one as always.
I think we were talking about how you think you've seen that season 2 episode more times than any Hollywood Babylon.
Yeah.
I think I've seen Bad Day at Black Rock more than any other episode.
Yeah, it's definitely probably up there too.
Yeah.
If we did it, I guess, we did it for this, not for mashup. It would be a fun mashup one, though.
It would be a fun mashup one. It's a good episode. There's a lot of action.
Yes, a lot of action, a lot of fun stuff, different characters, so you could have a lot of people in it.
Yeah.
Something to keep in mind.
Something to keep in the burners of the old brains. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for sticking around with us to the end. Nate, tell the people where they can find us in real life.
In real life, you can find us, as if this is fake life. You can find us at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in downtown Mesa, Arizona. Go to nctphoenix.com for all the dates and information. And don't be confused because it's NCT Phoenix and I say downtown Mesa. It's all one big place. The Valley is all one big place.
A greater Phoenix area.
Yeah.
And you can also find me on the Most Excellent 80s Movies pod. It's not a fogcast. It's a podcast. But it is the podcast where a filmmaker and a comedian revisit the 80s movies we think we love or might have missed. Also on True Story FM, where you can go if you would like to become a member. If you want some extra fun, bonus content at the end of each episode, if you want episodes a week early and ad free, you will get them if you become a member. So I highly encourage that activity. If you want to support the podcast without becoming a member, rate, review, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, give us that 5-star review, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell your local sheriff that you love the podcast and you think that they would love it too. And we love you so much. Party on, dudes.
Party on.
I'm Eli.
I'm Chris.
We are the co-hosts of Punk Vacation, an unofficial Vinegar Syndrome podcast. But this is a podcast dedicated to bringing awareness and context to movies of any budget, from anywhere, and during any time.
That's right. Topics range from exploitation, nunsploitation, blaxploitation, incestploitation, sploitation.
We covered Golden Age adult films such as Wes Craven's Lost Porno, interviews with most of the cast and crew at Vinegar Syndrome. Simply put, we love preservation and celebrating movies that would otherwise be forgotten and the people who make that happen.
You can find us on any platform under the name Punk Vacation, except Spotify. Signing off as a proud member of Ryan Verrill's Gang of Misfits over at Someone's Favorite Productions.